So Elise and I recently went to the Shelby American Collection Museum in Boulder, Colorado. It was really neat experience. The moment we walked in there, I saw all the cars and I was already excited. And our entry fee was $5, and to me that is more than generous. Of course, that is takes care of the museum itself, and I think for $5 it's going to be really hard to find something this cool, especially if you love cars. So I started walking around. Elise and I were walking around, and we were just looking at things. And I love cars, but I don't know a lot about, the Shelby collection. I know about the Shelby GT500, like the new ones, but I really don't know a lot about, the history and the older ones. I know that Carroll Shelby is like a household name in the automotive world and the motorsport world. And as I was walking, some of us, we read these signs, and some of us, we just skip through it because reading can be an exercise for some of us. And as I was walking through it, I did kind of recognize a few things, like Le Mans, Daytona, Sebring, and some big names like Enzo and Ferrari and the Ford battle. And as we were looking through it, we had one of the guys come in. His name was Steve Volts, and he asked us how we're doing, and I was telling him, like, I'm really excited, and I might have struck a lucky chord in life because I asked him, like, do you know a little bit about these? And I feel like Steve's one of those people that you run into, once in your lifetime, where they're just full of knowledge and experience, personal experience. And he has 4 of these historic vehicles that he owns himself. So he went around and he started explaining, how Carroll Shelby, how he started off, how, he ultimately was into racing, and he ran into one of these cars, these little AC cars, and I believe they're from European cars. And when he went back, he decided he wanted to put a Ford engine in one, and it was bugging Ford like crazy. And after that, it was just history. He just started refining this chassis and refining, the Shelby Cobra. And one of the things that, kind of made him real famous in the automotive community was that, the Ford GT, the GT40 itself, and the new one, as we know, those have a long racing history of competing with Ferrari and actually, kicking their ass, which is pretty cool. If you guys don't know, there's a new movie that's coming out all about that, which is really neat. So if you Google that, I hope you enjoy that. Just put the Ford versus Ferrari trailer. And as you could tell, this place is just full of history, and it's all real. That's what blows your mind. There's no replicas here. There's no there's parts that was used in racing. There's a car there that actually raced against Ferraris that was valued at $30 million. I mean, this is as real as it gets, and it's kind of surreal because you're surrounded by all this history, and you really get involved. You become connected for a second, and you kind of question yourself: is this real? And it is. Like some of these vehicles, made history. They were part of the racing heritage that made the Cobra name what it is now. And the great thing about this museum is that you could go visit it for $5, and they also hold a raffle every now and then where they raffle off a car. And this time around, it's a 2019 Ford Mustang that is not your regular Mustang. It is the ultimate one. And you guys, I leave that for suspicion. Is it a Boss? Is it a Cobra? Is it is it a 302? What is it? You guys go on the website and check that out. But you guys, if you're in the Boulder, Colorado area, this is a real treat. And I think that out of all the places I've been to, I think seeing a cool collection like this in the middle of nowhere, not middle of nowhere, but like in a part of America that it's hard to get to. A lot of us, we just can't go across the country to see something. But if you ever find yourself in the area, stop by, and you'll have a huge appreciation for it. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and you have a great day, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.